Today, I will sign a series of historic executive orders. First, I will declare a national emergency.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the U.S. Immigration News. Donald Trump took the oath of office as the 47th President of the United States earlier today, and he quickly announced a sweeping series of executive actions aimed at reshaping America's immigration and national security policies.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
In this video, we'll break down each of his announcements and explore their potential impact on the nation. If you are liking this video, please hit the bell button, subscribe, and like it so that you may get updates straight to your smartphone. Now let's get into the video and look at them one by one. Today marks a pivotal moment in the history of the United States. President-elect Donald Trump addressed the nation with a series of historic announcements, promising a dramatic shift in policy and a firm commitment to what he described as the complete restoration of America and a revolution of common sense. Opening his address with a call for practical and decisive action, Trump emphasized, "It's all about common sense."
Today, I will sign a series of historic executive orders. First,
he went on to outline an ambitious agenda that spans border security, crime prevention, economic stability, and energy independence, declaring a national emergency at the southern border.
I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
Central to his vision for national security, Trump announced plans to immediately declare a national emergency at the southern border. This declaration, he said, would halt all illegal entry into the country and set in motion the process of returning millions of criminal aliens to their countries of origin. "This is about the safety and sovereignty of our nation," he stated firmly. To this end, he pledged to reinstate his previous administration's Remain in Mexico policy, ending the controversial practice of catch and release that allowed migrants to remain in the U.S. while awaiting court hearings. Additionally, Trump committed to deploying troops to the southern border, describing this as a necessary measure to repel what he referred to as a disastrous invasion of the United States, cracking down on cartels and criminal networks. In a bold move to combat organized crime, Trump announced plans to designate drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. Invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, he promised to unleash the full power of federal and state law enforcement to dismantle foreign gangs and criminal networks responsible for devastating crime across U.S. cities.
We'll also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities. As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do. We will do it at a level that nobody's ever seen before. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices. The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
Our cities, and especially our inner cities, have suffered for too long, he declared. As Commander-in-Chief, he vowed to lead an unprecedented effort to eradicate these threats, emphasizing, "I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I'm going to do." Economic stability and combating inflation. Turning to the economy, Trump addressed the ongoing crisis of inflation, attributing it to massive government overspending and escalating energy costs. He announced his intention to direct all members of his cabinet to utilize their full authority to bring inflation under control and swiftly reduce costs for American families. The inflation crisis has crippled our economy, but we will defeat it, he said, declaring a national energy emergency. As part of his plan to combat inflation and restore energy independence, Trump declared a national energy emergency. In a sharp departure from current policies, he promised a robust return to domestic energy production. "We will drill, baby, drill," he declared, outlining a strategy to unlock America's vast energy resources. By increasing production, Trump aims to lower energy costs, reduce reliance on foreign oil, and reinvigorate the American economy. "America's best days are ahead of us," he declared. "Together, we will restore our nation, protect our citizens, and ensure that the common sense values we cherish guide our future." With these bold promises, President-elect Trump sets the stage for a new chapter in American history, one defined by decisive action, security, and prosperity. The U.S. Immigration News Channel provides all necessary visa information and procedures for your U.S. immigration journey. It is important to understand the United States immigration processing steps, visa application requirements, processing times, forms, fees, and more. We will continue to provide all information about U.S. visitor visas such as B1 and B2, work visas such as L1A, L1B, and H1B, student visas, green cards, immigrant visas, EB1, EB2, EB3, EB4, and EB5, and family immigrant visas. Thank you for visiting us today, and we'll see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe channel for more U.S. immigration news videos.